Right, so guys, we're moving on then to sheet number 37, and a new topic here is the oblique plane, okay? So the oblique plane is a plane that cuts into our horizontal plane and our vertical plane at an angle, okay? So it's not like a simply inclined plane that rests against it one way or the other way. This one goes in at an angle to the horizontal and the vertical, okay? So we got 4 activities here on this first one here. Okay, and we've covered some of these principles already, so we're just going to go back over them. So, the first one up here at the top, we have a pyramid cut by, this is actually a simply inclined plane because it's inclined to one of the vertex, so it's inclined to the horizontal plane, so the vertical trace is at an angle. So, anywhere that trace cuts through the elevation there, we can bring that down. So if I label this 1, 2, 3, 4, I've got 1, 2 and 3, or 2 and 4 there, and 3 is over here. So where the vertical trace cuts line 1, that gives me a point 1. Where it cuts line 3, gives me line 3. Okay, we can't bring this straight down because obviously we can't see it. So what we have to do, like solids in contact, we bring it out to the extreme generator, we drop it straight down onto 3, and then we can twist it into place. I stick my compass there, swing it around this way, swing it around this way, and that gives me point 2 and point 4. Okay, once you have those 4 points, then it's just a case of going back and heavying it in. Okay, so I said we looked at this before. That's just a cutting plane that cuts that square base pyramid there, and that's what it looks like in plan when it's cut. Now, if we move across this exercise over here, number 2, I'm going to call it. Okay, this is an oblique plane. Okay, so it cuts in at an angle to both the horizontal plane and the vertical plane. Okay, so what we need to do here is, okay, it's cut up in elevation, so it's cut at an angle, but we can't actually see how it's cut. So what we need to do is, there's 2 methods of doing this, okay? You have the option of, you can go parallel to the horizontal trace, bring it straight up to hit the vertical trace and bring it across, or you can bring it across. Okay, so you can bring these 2 points across. So I'm going to bring a cross point, I'm going to label this actually first. So I'm going to label this 1, 2, 3 and 4. So I bring 1 and 2 across, 3 and 4 across. Where they hit the horizontal trace, I'm going to bring them straight up to hit the ground line. Where they hit the ground line, then I'm going back parallel to the vertical trace. Okay, so these are horizontal. I'm just making cuts in these guys. Okay, so I'm making a vertical cut here, cut straight down to see where it is, and bringing it across. So 3 and 4 come across, they come up, they hit my XY line, they come across, that's point 3 there, that's point 4 there. Same 1, 2, 1, 2 come across, they hit the horizontal trace, they come up, hit the ground line, they come across, that gives me 1 and 2. And then again, just join them up. Okay. So we have used a vertical cut here, so we literally slice this, the elevation plan down here vertically. We're bringing them up, we're using our traces, then these are the lines. If I had to cut down on there, that's where my cut would be, bring it up, bring it across, and that gives me my elevation. Okay, it's the same over here in the plan now, except obviously you can see this time it's not the elevation, this cut, it's the plan. Okay, so we're going to work in the opposite direction. Okay, so again, I'll label this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and down here then that's obviously 1, that's 2 and 6, 3 and 5 and 4. Okay, so we're going to work the opposite. We're going to bring them across, and they already brought across. Bring it down to hit the XY line, down to hit the XY line. Okay, so 6 and 5 are already cut here, so that's 6, and that's 5, 5, 6. Set up slide and set square. 1 and 4, there and there, and then 2 and 3 are there and there. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and again, just go back and join them up. Okay, and then you can finish off your elevation just by heavying in those lines along there. This is what you normally do. Just heavy off. Okay, and across there. Now, down to the last one then here, so, okay. So what they want to do is determine the traces of the oblique plane ABC. Okay, so this basically is lamina. This is a small section of the plane, of that big oblique plane, okay? And what they want to do is they want us to find the traces of it, okay? So where that actual plane cuts the vertical trace, or vertical plane, and where it cuts the horizontal plane, okay? So how do we do that? Well, if I continue on a line, so I'm going to pick the line AB, extend it on down, hit the ground line, okay? I'm going to drop it down in plan. I'm going to do the same in the plan. I'm going to continue the line AB, okay? There's a point in my trace. Okay? So, what do you think you do now? Well, then you do it again. We'll extend BC, hit the ground line, drop it straight down. And we'll extend BC here. Okay? So that gives me another point on it. Once I have 2 points on it now, I can join the 2 points together to give me my horizontal trace. Okay, that's my H, T there. Now, just to prove that method works, you can do it with the other line as well. So I'll just show you AC, I extend AC, I bring it down, and if this is done correctly, when I extend AC here, it should hit that point there. Perfect. Okay, so that shows you can do it with any of the lines, it doesn't matter. Now, how do we get the vertical trace then in elevation? Well, there's 2 methods. You can do the exact same thing here, extend AC, bring it up, hit the line, bring it up, and extend AC where they cross. Or, we've already applied principles here, okay? So, in this case, we use the horizontal trace. We use the horizontal trace here. If I brought the horizontal trace up, if I put point 3 up parallel to the horizontal trace, brought it straight up to hit the vertical trace, and brought it across, that would have given me point 3. This time I don't have the vertical trace, but I already have point 3 in elevation. So, say point A, for example there, or any of them at all. If I take point A, go parallel to the trace that I have, bring it up, draw it straight up, bring point A across in my elevation. So point A is coming across, my point there is coming parallel to my XY line, or my horizontal trace, and brought up. Where that meets then, that's the point then on my vertical trace. VTH. Okay? So that's how I get it. Again, you could do that with any of them. You could come up parallel to C, bring it up, bring it across, where C cross, then meet there, and so on and so forth. Okay? So there's the both methods. Okay? Have a look at this, have a go at them. Any issues, ask me about them, okay? Good stuff.